YouTube, how you guys doing today? It's me again, your favorite Texas trucker. Go ahead and take these off, and I'm not facing into the sun anymore. It's 6:49 this morning. This hasn't been a good week. You know, I did a video, a couple videos actually. Actually, I did 3 videos, and then I did a 4th video that kind of compiled all the information from the 3, so I'll probably delete the small 3 and load the 4th one, explaining all the problems that I've had in this week. You know, I was supposed to drop this load in Richfield, at our Richfield terminal, and get dispatched on another load, but it ain't happening. You know, I got told, I got to Richfield to drop it, and I got told to go ahead and deliver it. Go figure. I don't know, man. Something's going on with the way our loads are running. You know, I don't know what it is. My miles this week haven't been very good. That's kind of an understatement, actually. I'll wait until the week is over with.
In 1¼ miles, take exit 64B on right to WI 60 west.
You know, dispatch can still pull a rabbit out of the hat, you know, and I could end this week being alright. They've done it for me before, you know, and I get hit Saturday, you know, thinking that my week is going to be bad, you know, and then hit Monday and I've done alright, you know, so it's possible they can still pull a rabbit out of the hat, but I don't see it happening, you know. I'd have to run all day today and run again all day tomorrow in order, and deliver tomorrow in order to, you know, make up what I'm losing right here, so. I don't know what's going on with our loads.
Take exit 64B on right to WI 60 west.
But I know that what's going on right now is kind of abnormal. You know, it's not the normal pattern for what I'm used to running and how I'm used to running. So I'm going to send a message to dispatch Tuesday when Pat gets there, and I'm going to ask him if, you know, there's some kind of a problem that I need to be aware of, you know. Because, you know, I mean, if I'm going to be out here away from home, you know, 3, 5, 4 weeks at a time, you know, I need to be making money to make it worth being away, you know. I've made really good money at this company. I've said it several times, you know, in doing videos that my paychecks are good, you know, and they have been. But, you know, I'm noticing a change in the way things are running, you know.
Continue on Wisconsin 60.
So, I need to figure out, you know, what's going on and, you know, whether this is a short-term or a long-term issue. I may need to reassess my goals and my plans, and, you know, that's about all I can say for it. You know, Neill is a great company, and, you know, I really like the company. But, you know, my plans and my goals come first. I'm not married to this company, you know. If I got to move on in order to get, you know, my goals accomplished, then I'm going to move on to do that. I definitely want to avoid it, you know, if I can. I want to stay here as long as I can, but, you know, this has been a pretty rough week, you know, and sometimes it seems like the left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing, and I don't know what's going on with their load planning, you know, but it's not making a lot of sense. This run that I'm delivering today is 411 miles loaded. They had it scheduled on a 3-day run. That makes no sense at all. None. 411 mile run you can do in one day. You know, give you 24 hours to do the run. That way, if your shift is split, you know, like you've already run out part of your first day when you pick it up, you know, you can deliver it on the second day. It doesn't matter 411 miles, you know. You don't even need a whole day to run that, you know. I mean, that's a 3/4 day run, you know. That's a 3/4 day run taking your time. You know, I can run 411 miles all day long, you know, and have time left over to twiddle my thumbs and do whatever I want, you know. But they pushed it for 3 days, you know, and then wouldn't let me deliver early. You know, and I don't get that. It doesn't make sense. You know, even taking into account the problem I had picking this load up. It took 22 hours to pick it up. I started the next day with a fresh 11 hours, you know. I could have delivered it that day. I don't need 3 days to deliver this load, you know, and all it's doing is screwing me. You know, I'm sitting on a 400-mile load that's taking 3 days. I can do 1,800 miles in 3 days, you know. But instead, you know, I'm getting 400 miles out of it. So, you know, I'm losing 1,400 miles out of my paycheck, you know, because I'm sitting here, you know, spending 3 days on a load, you know, for 400 miles. And you know, delays happen out here on the road. Things don't always, you know, run the way you expect them to or the way you want it to. And I've said it before that, you know, if you make any kind of a plan, you know, expect it to go wrong, you know, because plans do not go according to plan out here. There's so many things that can upset your schedule, you know. But there's no excuse for them making a load plan. There's no excuse. This started in the office. This is where this started at, with whoever accepted this load and set the time schedule for this load. That's whose fault this is. Okay, whoever is responsible for that, that's whose fault this is. You know, it's not dispatch's fault. It's the load planner's fault. You know, and then they specifically placed on the Qualcomm instructions a note stating that it cannot be dropped early without dispatch approval. Dispatch tried to get the approval from customer service. Customer service told them no. So, you know, they stretch a 400-mile load out over a 3-day period of time, and that cost me money. That cost me a lot of money. You know, I didn't get nothing out of this, you know. This didn't help me one bit. The whole load was a waste of my time. I'm not making no money off this load. I'm losing money off this load. You know. And honestly, I'm not all that happy about it. You know, if you can't tell. You know, it happens that way sometimes, you know, and when it happens that way sometimes, you know, you just chalk it up as, you know, part of the experience. You know, it happens that way. You know, this is starting to become a habit. You know, this is not just the first time this has happened, you know, with me. And normally Millis will let, when they get a load like that, you know, that has a long out delivery time for whatever stupid reason they're set up like that. Whenever I usually get a load like that, they tell me to drop it somewhere. You know, like they'll tell me drop it in West Dallas, or they'll tell me, you know, drop it in Richfield, or they'll say, you know, drop it in Trenton, you know, or whatever the case may be. And when they tell me to drop it, they've usually got another load lined up for me to pick up there and take out, you know, take in to the final, you know, run it wherever it is that it's going. And so Pat did that. He told me, he said, take this to Richfield and drop it. He said he'd have something else for me when I got to Richfield. So I get to Richfield, they tell me there is no loads, you know. The outgoing box is full of loads, the trailer's full of trailers. I mean, the lot's full of trailers, loaded trailers. But I guess, you know, those are slotted for somebody else, you know, or I don't know what the deal is. You know, they told me to go ahead and deliver this. trying not to be real negative, you know, because I have a real strong tendency to be pretty cynical and pretty negative about a lot of things. You know, I see the bad in stuff a lot faster than I see the good in it. You know, and maybe I'll change my opinion here in a little bit. You know, when I get this delivered, see if they have another load for me. But right now, I'm not that happy. So, that's just how it goes out here. That's what's going on right now. On my third day on a 400-mile load. I haven't really been running the way I normally run. Normally I run, balls to the wall, and I'm up and running the second my 10-hour break is over. But I need to get out of this mindset that I'm in right now, because I kind of got this mindset right now that I'm not going to get another load. No sense in rushing. I've already blown 3 days on this load. No sense in getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning and running this load all the way through just so I can get told to sit there, wait, because they don't have anything available. So I slept in this morning. Instead of getting up at 2:30 and getting ready, I slept in. I didn't get up until, matter of fact, my alarm went off, and I reset the alarm for an hour later and slept for another hour. So, I got up, I went across the street to the Richfield truck stop, and I ate breakfast. Richfield truck stop's one of the places I like to stop at and eat pretty much every time I go to the Richfield terminal. I went over there and had an omelet. Took my time with that, didn't rush. Drank a few cups of coffee. Came back out, did my pre-trip. Logged myself in, and now I'm on the road. But the thing is that, I normally would have been on the road about 3:30 in the morning, and this would have already been delivered by now, 2 hours and 40-something minutes. This would have been delivered by 6 o'clock this morning, but I'm not in no rush, because I really have a feeling that I'm going to get here and I'm going to deliver this load, and I'm going to get told that they don't have a load, and I'm going to have to go find a truck stop to wait in until they find something. So, like I said, I don't know what's going on, but I'm not real happy with it. So, I'll keep y'all updated, until then. It's my life on the road, It's me, and I'm signing out. So, peace out.